In this video, we're going to discuss Google Ads remarketing audiences. And in order to do that, we're going to go to Tools and we're going to go to Audience Manager. And so here we are. So we're under the Remarketing tab, and then there's a Custom Audiences tab, which we'll go over in the next video. Now this is going to be a pretty quick overview. We're going to cover audiences and audience strategy in more detail when we launch a campaign. So again, I'm just showing you basically where to go and what to click on. And a lot of it's very intuitive, like you'll be able to figure this out once you know where to click on. So yeah, it's basically an overview of everything. So under remarketing, we want to create a new audience. We click this plus button list. And if you don't know, remarketing and retargeting are essentially the same thing. So Google Ads calls it remarketing, Facebook calls it retargeting. I think the rest of the internet calls it retargeting, but Facebook or YouTube or Google calls it remarketing. And basically what it is it allows you to build a custom list of individuals that have interacted with your business in some way, shape, or form. So this could be that they watched a video, so they watched a video on YouTube, or they visited your website, or you could also upload a customer list. So if you have a brick and mortar business and you have a list of customers that have come into your business and you have their email address, their name, phone number, etc., that type of contact information, you could upload it into Google Ads and build an audience of those people, and then you can place ads in front of them. So that's what a remarketing audience is a list of people that have already interacted with your business in some way, shape, or form. And then custom audiences we'll go over in the next video, so I'll talk about it then. So we have the options here for website visitors, so they visited your website. App users, used your app if you have an app. YouTube users, so watched a video, which is one we'll use a lot coming up here. Customer list, like I was saying, you could upload a list of your customers. So if you have a list, an email list, something like that, and you want to upload it into Google Ads, you can do that. And we'll just briefly go through these real quick. So website visitors, pretty self-explanatory. You create lists of people that visited certain pages of your website or engage with your website some sort of way. So audience name, I'll leave that blank. List members, so we got visitors of a page, visitors of a page who also visited another page. So this could be handy if they visited your sales page and then visited your order form page, but then they didn't buy your product. Well, they're obviously a hot prospect because they went to your sales page and your order form page, and then they essentially abandoned cart. So that could be a handy audience to have. Visitors of a page who did not visit another page, visitors of a page during specific dates, visitors of a page with specific tags. So those are your options. Primarily I'll use visitors of a page because with this you can include and exclude these different audiences. So if you have an audience of people that visited all of the pages of your website but the purchase page or the purchase success page, the order confirmation page, well then you would just exclude people that have landed on your order confirmation page, and then basically that would do away with this condition right here. Hopefully that wasn't too advanced. We'll cover it in more detail later on, the exclusions. But visitors of a page, everyone gets that. If they visit a page, boom, add them to a list. And then we got match any rule group or match every rule group. You can see the differences here. Basically it switches the and or statements around, so whatever logic you need in order to target your audience. And then we've got a visited page must match every rule in this group. URL or referrer URL. We'll just go with URL, contains. So we got contains, equals, starts with, ends with, does not contain, does not equal, does not start with, does not end with. Self-explanatory stuff. So let's say I want to create a list of people that have visited my sales funnel book sales page, which the URL contains the sales funnel book. So if somebody visited a page that contains the sales funnel book, well then they landed on my sales page. And that's all I need for this audience. You'll notice on the right hand side, it updates the audience list size. So if you've had your pixel on your website for a while, you might have a pretty accurate audience here. If you have less than 1,000, however, like I just installed the pixel yesterday, so I haven't had 1,000 people on that page yet. So it just kind of gives me a less than 1K users. So anyway, that just gives you an idea of how large your audience is. All right, so initial list size, let's click on this. So include people from the past 30 days. So let's say you installed your pixel on your website, and then 2 weeks later you're like, oh shoot, I want to make an audience of people that have visited a specific page on my website. Well, you could go back in time as much as 30 days and add everyone within that 30-day period that landed on that page. So that's handy. If you forgot to create your audience right away, you can go back in time and essentially add people that have performed the action you wanted them to perform. Or you can start with an empty list. So start from scratch. Starting today, I want to keep track of everybody that lands on this page. So this is, of course, up to you. I'll include everybody from the past 30 days. Membership duration, so how long should people stay on your list? And this, of course, will vary depending on your particular strategy. Maybe 7 days, might be 3 days, might be 540 days, whatever makes sense for you. In this particular case, I'm just going to do a 7-day audience. So people that have landed on my page in the last 7 days, I want them on my list. And then I could go ahead and add an audience description if I need more details of what this is about. So I'll come back up here, name my page or my audience, visited sales funnel book sales page. Scrolling down, create audience. And just like that, I've created a remarketing audience, and we'll briefly go through some of these other options. We got YouTube users. This one's going to be pretty self-explanatory, right? So audience name again, list members. So we got a few different options here. Viewed any video from a channel, so all the videos on your channel. Viewed certain videos, so you can select the different videos somebody might have watched and build an audience off of that. So for instance, you might have, or I have, a Facebook ads audience. So anybody that watches one of my Facebook ad specific YouTube videos goes in that audience. I also have a ClickFunnels audience, which builds off of people that watch one of my ClickFunnels videos on YouTube. Same with Kartra. So that's one way to kind of create audiences based off of people's interests, right? I'm very into the interest-driven concept, so you want to make sure that you're targeting people's interests. Viewed any video as an ad from a channel, so you can target people viewing your ads. Viewed certain videos as ads, certain videos as ads, self-explanatory. Subscribed to your channel, visited a channel page, liked any video, added any video from a channel to a playlist, commented on any video, shared any video from a channel. A lot of different options, which makes it incredibly flexible. For right now, I'll just do viewed certain videos. And I did upload a video to my channel here. I made it unlisted, so that's why it's not popping up right here under videos. It says 0 videos, but I do have an unlisted video. If you have public videos, it'll show the number and it'll list them out down here. But since mine's unlisted, I could still use it. So I can grab it here, paste it on in here, paste the link. There it is, add it over there. So now there's anybody that's watched my how to add emojis to your Facebook ads and post when on desktop. So how to add emojis to Facebook ads. And I will do watched or viewed. There we go. Scroll on down here. Initial list size, so last 30 days, or start with empty list. Membership duration, however long you want to keep this audience alive. Go with 30 days, hit create. And boom, just like that, I have a list of users or viewers that have watched that video. So that's pretty handy, right? Now I can target people that I know are trying to have emojis on their Facebook ads. So if they're trying to have emojis on their Facebook ads, they must be running Facebook ads and they must be interested in Facebook ads. So then I can start to promote my Facebook advertising course and Facebook advertising products, right? Hopefully that's making some sense. Again, we'll get into strategy as we launch the campaign, but hopefully you see where this is all going. All right, let's come and hit the plus button again. Customer list. And there's app users. I don't have an app, so I can't really demonstrate that. If you have an app, you can utilize some of Google's resources to figure out how to make those various remarketing audiences. I know a lot of flexibility in there, depending on how your app's set up. So anyway, this is a customer list audience. So again, audience name, list members. So we could upload emails, phones, and or mailing addresses, or upload mobile device IDs, whatever information you have, and then you upload the various pieces of content or pieces of information that identify somebody, so that way Google could go out there and connect the list you upload with the list of users that they have, and essentially build a list of people that you could place ads in front of that you uploaded. And then, upload plain text or hash data, and then make sure that this data was collected legally, membership duration, no expiration or zero or whatever number of days, and then of course the description. So pretty self-explanatory, can be very handy if you have a list of customers already and you don't have them built into any of your other remarketing lists. So that's very handy feature that they have. And then going back in here, we do have custom combination, and basically this just allows you to merge the different users. So we got, visited this page and viewed this video. This isn't really a handy tool in my opinion. We can go ahead and essentially merge audiences as we build our ad groups, which is what we're going to cover when we set up our campaign. So creating custom combinations, I don't see the value in it. But yeah, if you need to do it, that option is available. And that's really all I have to say about these remarketing audiences. Again, we're going to go over some audience strategy later on. But for now, hopefully you get the idea of the audiences and where to go in order to set them up.